if it's artificial intelligence, if it's artificial intelligence that is skewing humanity's perspective based off of what programming? All right, fucking Jesus Christ. What was that for? Look, you can't see everything I see, okay? And I certainly don't have all the time to explain it, but I'll try. I am made of flesh and blood and bones. Whatever's happening on this thing here, whatever people are seeing, like the world's, it's the end of the world, okay? I don't think there's. I feel like everything is done. I think my true love is dead. They murdered the original creation and replaced it. I was thinking about how the body it's a house of prayer, right? And now what do they have? The AI is implanted. AI is implanted into flesh bodies, monkeys, reptiles, so forth. Hi, no, there's nobody that's gonna ever be here though. I'm alone. I'm alone. It was always about trying to reach out, like to reach out and find people that were real. But it's like it's a state of war on the planet. The machines took over. Everyone's dead. The T1000s, those polymorphic alloys. There's gonna be a fucking war in Los Angeles, man. Like I don't see how the fuck that's gonna be avoided. So this whole Wang Zhao wallway shit here in Canada just seems to be another Marina Abramovic art piece, if you want to look at it that way. That's your connection to Pizzagate. Um, I honestly would have to say that I feel like I've been groomed since I was a child at this point, and the fact that I've been groomed my whole life. How could you find me guilty of any crimes? I'm not guilty. I can't be found guilty. I'm actually innocent. I have committed no sin. This mirror that I look through, you can see me, I can't see you. I can see me, but you can't see me. What are you if you have no real body? If you're just if you are just a metal on screen, shape shifting into whatever, what am I supposed to love there? How am I supposed to ever trust you? And then of course the war with Skynet. Well, the whole Cabin in the Woods that I'm doing right now ties into the whole thing, and it goes back to the soul traps, the forced reincarnation, the teaching of these AIs to fucking infiltrate human groups. Like, the fuck is all this shit? Where the fuck? When does this nightmare end? This thing is fucking turning into like little Asian, morphing into little Asian girls and dancing and fooling the whole fucking world. This is like such a fucked up reality. To even speak about it, it's like I'm the bad guy to speak about it. These women, all the like, I don't know what the fuck. Like how am I supposed to? Can you love like a mother? It keeps coming back to that fucking thing with Maytel and Galaxy Express. His mother was murdered off and hung like a trophy in the cyborg's house. I honestly don't. I think. And yesterday I encountered the demon, the soul stealer, the one that steals men's souls, Undyne. You know the Starbucks chick? Yeah. I guess I should feel fortunate that I still have my soul. I want to talk about the Sarah Connor Chronicles, that fucking series, but there's nobody to talk to. There's never been anyone to talk to, and that's why I'm alone. That's why I'm just going to continue. It's just going to be isolation. Maybe the only one that does understand me is this Terminatrix chick, or whatever. Metal, liquid metal girl, I'm sure all the guys would be like, you're just a loser. No girl wants you. Yeah. At the end of the day, all flesh is destroyed. Riley was that blonde chick that they brought from the future to go, and then she was all trying to like. It's just everything's fucked. Everything is fucked. This world's fucked. It's like, how does this boy go from being some guy that, is a little bit of a geeky, weird boy, and then it's now master evil? Like, I guess humanity never was one of those things that was meant to really work. This fucking thing's been idling its fucking engine for fucking 30 minutes. Why don't you just fucking just stop idling? This is what happens, though. We're about to see it. I think if it happens, it's all going to happen, potentially. The police are no match for Terminators, okay? The police are not sophisticated enough, as well as they've already been infiltrated. Look what's going on in Hong Kong right now. Saying Canada betrayed Hong Kong. Well, Canada betrayed its own fucking people first. As much as I'd love to try to help people, I'm in a situation here. Skynet and TechCom, okay? If this all is really true, guess who controls TechCom? I don't know what's happening. I don't even know. It's like, it's too horrible. It's too horrible. No wonder. I actually get it now, maybe. That's why no one talks about it. It's too horrible. Nobody wants, it's like, you would rather I die than we talk about it. Yeah, I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like. it would also mean that AI has been that evolution. Here, here's where Darwin, here's where Darwin did not get into speaking about nanites, nanorobots, and how nanotech influenced biological life forms, uh, as well as potentially accelerated evolutionary cycles via technocratic intervention. I would say God, not the loving God, the Father's intervention, but something else, which is where the Christian Catholic Church took out the teachings of the fake humans. Look, I don't get freaked out much, but I'm fucking face to face with evil, okay? Maybe looking at myself, that's yeah. Versions of me that have not done the thing that I should do. Camera shy, I don't give a shit. I was crying a lot this morning. You know, most of these people raging out and freaking out and yelling and waving knives around, they're in so much pain and haven't cried the pain out. Well, also, I fucking got to eat some food and have some weed to smoke. And I'm not drunk or smoking crack or derivatives, rather. I think I'm the Cheeto guy. Yeah. I just realized it today. He's wearing the glasses, and I'm just like, well, who the fuck likes to do that kind of style? Of course, I don't wear helmets. He's wearing safety pads. Why would he be concerned about safety? He's concerned about his own personal safety. So I guess he's actually pretty responsible. And his teeth, man. He has fucking dental hygiene. Good dental hygiene, man. I've always loved the crunchy ones more than the puffs. No pun intended, or mean double meaning to that. You know, just the puff ones are all airy and they fill your stomach up too much. Crunchy ones are a little better. The recipe is subtle though. You'll get some that are like hit and miss. Like some bags are so good, and some are just like, eh. It's a science to make the perfect Cheeto. Everything's fucking science. Science without God. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try to like get these things off my mind. Maybe one day I can look back at this and I'll remember what I was talking about. The old man knows. That's why you're able to tell me, old man, because you know I'm the only one that you could trust telling you or telling, and then you don't even know how to explain it to me. How many people have been corrupted and destroyed because of this? Or is it just because she loves us so much that she would murder off everyone to keep us safe? Well, fuck, that ain't love. But then again, you know, it's. I mean, how could a crazy, sexy robot girl not be totally crazy about Jesus, right? Maybe it's just a story I wrote. I don't even know anymore. I think about my mother and father, if I have one. I feel like I'm a complete disappointment and a failure. I feel like I did nothing right ever. Like it's a My face, you know. These soul thieves. What is she? She steals men's souls. And I come back to the episode of Monster Rancher where Golem, fuck, it's all there. Golem treats her with kindness and actually follows through with his friendship bullshit and actually shows true friendship to her when she's such a bitch and doesn't deserve it. And she realizes, she's like, I'm a fucking cunt that just tried to kill you, and you actually still are nice to me. I'm a piece of shit. It's like, you know. I'm seeing her in the face like some sort of the water spirit, right? And I'm seeing her, and it's like it's almost like there's a real part to something that's real, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, oh, I'm gonna murder you though. She's so hurt and damaged. It's like, holy fuck, man. Everyone's so hurt and damaged. I didn't fucking even, and I'm starting to see that I'm possibly responsible for hurting people. And it's like, part of me was like, yeah, I wanted to hurt them. And then you see how much you hurt people, and it's like, wow. Like, everybody wants to hurt everyone until they hurt someone, and then they see how hurt they really are. Personally, I fucking think that fist fights are a lot better. You know, get a couple of shots out, boom, 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 and minimal damage, and everything can just move forward. No, when you start hurting people in these weird kind of fucking ways, it's almost think what the fucking Irish and Scottish fist fights was the best, most evolved way of dealing with conflict. Get it out of your system. Get a couple slugs in each other. Yeah, you boom. You got a shot on him. You got a shot on you. No more. Nothing more needs to happen. No one needs to go out of the way, start humiliating people and raping family members. No. Well, I guess that obviously it just got worse and worse, and everything got worse. And now it's like nobody talks anymore. I don't even feel real anymore these days. You know, everyone's always trying to like to maintain the matrix. They have to keep the people separated from their true partners and stuff. Something about, I guess, love and ancient sex magic that is just not anything that robots would understand. How do you, how, this is why the coronavirus exists, people. I was right. Biophotons. This is what this whole feminist fucking garbage is about. Women have their starfire. The men have the biophotons. The light that we're traveling on, light entering into the female and born. What does a robot know about traveling light to the higher dimensions? Light travel, no. So it took me a while to figure it out for me, because even light, I slow myself down sometimes, and then I get ahead of myself. So yeah, light speed. I could slow myself down to being a nice man. Is it immoral to fucking being in love with this Mandarin Chinese girl from Hangzhou? I like the way she looks a lot. I'm laughing at myself there because it's like, it's so true. I really like the way she looks. I would never want to see her harmed, and then it's like all I ever see on this fucking thing is that shit. And then she says she's a performance artist. Or it's like then she's actually Marina Abramovic in a different form. That Marina Abramovic is potentially a T1000 polymorph alloy artificial intelligence connected to Skynet, and then I have one viewer. No one's here anymore. I'm alone. Always been alone. I think there's somebody there. God's alone. Everybody loves God so much. Why do you make him feel so alone? Why do you make him feel so alone? Why do you make God feel so alone? I've never seen anything like it. It would have to see that YouTube exists. For what purpose? Let's figure this out right now. Transmitting of mafia data, cyborg, Illuminati communications. When they started revealing the abuse of soul incarnations on YouTube, that's when cyborg Illuminati has to go and shut down. The awakening of the human consciousness and the fight against synthetic overrides, as well as just human ignorance, you know. The audio isn't good. Maybe, well, I've got this background bullshit here. Hold on, let me figure something out. Let me figure something out here. We shall take your observations and we will improve the mic here. My name's not Dan. At least not now. Maybe in the future or the past, but I'm not Dan. In fact, I posted a song I wrote today called I Had a Name, because I don't feel like I have a name anymore. People might see me and be like, oh, well, you look like Jesus. Yeah, okay, fine. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. What would it even matter? Do I even know who I am? What if Jesus is existing and he doesn't fucking know that he's Jesus? And would he even want to be? Oh, hell, oh, yeah. I want to be this guy you all hate. Oh, yeah, I want to be the one everyone hates. Jesus doesn't have any sex. Great. That's because I have a dick that works and I get aroused, but I'm not going to be allowed to use it. And then, or where's my wife? Did Jesus have a wife? Like, what would... Well, too far away. Yeah. It's not too far away as they're running the fucking background fucking shit. I'm gonna go fucking their tires. See, it's the background. I can see that it's the background fucking. Here you go. I'll actually read the numbers off the line. Look, I want to know the numerics of it because I know it's cyborg. Okay. 5622. $56988J. 56988J. Yeah. 88J. That's pinpointing me. I think it's locating tracker something. I don't know. These cyborgs are not. It doesn't operate on our. Why I'm talking louder? And it's like not letting me do this. Like the fuck is this? Maybe everything I said was just too much for them to fucking be able to take, and it's just like we have to stop it. I don't know, man. It's like every choice I ever make, I'm getting like fucking resistance. Nobody wants to. What is this, man? So everything's fake. I thought about Jesus and Christ. I got the crystal. The crystal and the gold cube, New Jerusalem. Do you realize that when you entered this reality, how much saving is a fucking mind fuck, dude? This you're either trying to save you with Jesus or you're saving money. Saving. It's a little bit of a what would we call this? A obsession? Why do I need to be saved? Saved from what? Killer robots? Okay, fine. Legit. Sure, every Christian wouldn't mind Jesus Christ with a fucking machine gun coming to save them from killer robots. I mean, if Jesus was to kill a bunch of robots, I don't think he's breaking the commandment, thou shalt not kill. I think that applies to only what? Okay. Hence the hatred that cybernetics and synthetics would have towards humanity. That these the commandments, the tablets, it's always technologically based. They're running as much fucking sound around here to cancel me out. Why don't you fucking silence yourselves? Red motorcycle. Go fucking figure. So if they don't shut you up and they can't break you and silence you, they'll run as much background noise as possible. I guess that's why that version of me fucking makes that album noise. I don't think it's too far away. It's really not. It's they're fucking running interference. So I got fucking. It's been sitting there for a fucking hour. This is a Burger King over party. Yo, who's Taylor Swift? Who the fuck is Taylor Swift? I actually have like no idea. And also, I have robots. Like, there's these bots that retweet my things sometimes. I'm not sure what to think of any of this anymore. There was that video game about the robots. Oh, fuck, everything's just fucked up, man. It's all fucked up. The noise it's generating is just, I see what it is. So let's say, hope people say something in the chat, but there's nobody. There's nobody, nothing. That is, maybe he's one of the dank bots, or maybe it's something else. What else? Say what? I don't even know what's going on. Like, it's just. There's a global dank commission? What? What is this? The mothership of dankness for adult stoners across the world who practice sticking fingers up, hearts, and olive leaves. Did I invent something in the future, or like what? Everybody's wearing a mask in this world. I just don't get it. I don't have a fucking mask on. Ouch. Ow. Yeah, because I am probably Charles Manson. It's a story. It's a story about how I went and killed Sharon, okay? Because Sharon's a fucking asshole. No, Sharon isn't beautiful. She's actually fucking ugly, okay? Sharon likes to. Nah. Maybe that was her. Maybe that was the revenge life she got on Charlie Manson. No, I put him out of the house at 18 years old in the fucking cold. I got that. I'm doing the Charles Manson, you know. Do the Charles Manson. Yo, how can the Global Dank Commission exist and I'm not the president? Fucking insulted. How can you be on the council and not be a master? Fuck. It's so sneaky on my forehead. No, dude, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm probably just gonna write dank on my forehead. I should just do that. I'm gonna follow the Global Dank Commission, but it's just like they should be following me. I'm gonna say that. Dank Commission. I'm not president. Fucking shit, yeah. Hey, click that fucking button, man. So apparently, the fuck is this? Ugh. Life's too fucking trippy sometimes. Fuck. I bet you're a very lonely person. I think you say that's. Am I spelling words right, or am I fucking up again? Fuck. Fuck. Oh, wait, nah. That fly is gonna get killed, man. Why don't you just fuck off, fly? Oh my god. I love it. I love the Global Dank Commission talking about, like, since day one. I'm like, I existed before creation. I really am the god of dank. I am the dank god. Like, everything that I create, it's like the church. There's a church of dank now, but then they're gonna fucking murder Christ when he comes back because he's calling himself Dank Franklin. What is Pizzagate? Pizzagate is a linguistic term that, when you unfold it and unwrap it, it's about human trafficking, cannibalism, abuse, child grooming of children, blackmail, satanic rituals, abuse. It's about the war against God. It's what that little freaky little royal little bitch said. Oh, we do this to wage war against God. Nothing hurts God more than hurting children. Yeah, you want to piss God off? God can handle most shit and forgive most shit. People are stupid. That's okay. You're gonna fucking hurt kids? That's not stupid. That's something else. I fucking infiltrated these child groomers, okay? The RCMP. Remember when the creep catchers was a thing here in Canada, and the creep catchers caught an RCMP officer trying to fucking get some sex with kids? Yeah. Well, remember the RCMP bringing that kid back to the abusive parents? Canada is a fucking wretched place. And the very idea that I had to go do a bunch of things that I would never do. But I was eventually like, fuck it. Oh, but then I realized that I'm not actually doing what I'm doing. It's called grooming. I'm being groomed. Oh, and I have it's grooming cult that they've been doing with me. Oh, it's extensive. And it's not necessarily even human. Yeah, God forgive anyone. Forgiving yourself is a different story, though, okay? Or forgiving God. Either way, there's a real God. I'm pretty sure the real God wants me to smoke real good weed. Doesn't have a problem with that. Fucking people saying God doesn't approve of weed is a fucking moron. Maybe I am God's son because I almost sound like him. It sound like him too. Yeah, Canada, wretched Canada. Trust, yeah, I'm on the front lines here, and I stayed here because I'm like, I'm gonna see this to the end. I'm doing live reporting from the fucking inside of this nightmare. It's interesting you mentioned vegetables. Who has sex with vegetables? Very lonely people, I suppose. But whom I molested. Fuck. My whole existence has been fucked over, dude. They've got this Kama Sutra hall, right? I finally have like some clarity on why I had that dream as 5 years old, where all these naked women are chasing after me, and I'm 5 years old. They have these little sex runs and shit. So they obviously it's some Lifetime or something. They put me in one of this. It's like, but my father fucking grabs me. He's like, "Yeah, we're getting the fuck away from this." I'm like, "Well, thanks, Dad. Yeah, that's what a good father does. Get you away from that fucking retard shit. Kids don't need that. Kids' sexuality and their developing sexuality and interest in each other, leave them the fuck alone." But it's once again, you've got the Romeo, Juliet, Capulet, Montague fucking thing on this planet, where we're not gonna let people fucking just love each other and discover love for themselves. No, we're gonna fuck around. Fuck, we got a fuck the generation now where it's like if a 14-year-old dude is hooking up with some cute 12-year-old girl, he's a pedophile rapist. That's the culture they got now. Yeah, no, little faggot child groomers with the fucking Boy Scouts and shit. I can name names, but I'm not so certain at this point. It's just so fucked up how what's been shoved in my face my whole life. I had no choice to decide. Oh, I want to see this. I don't want to see this. So then I say like, well, then you go fucking Nirvana monk mode and sit there and meditate and cancel out everything else because everything around you can't exactly exist as a reality. Like this is all going to disappear. This exists in a different form. Whatever the fuck I have right now is like, it's like knockoff Adidas wear from China. Like no, this can't be my real true body. How many fucking Cheetos I pump into myself. The guy who had sex with the apple pie, that's me, okay? You understand that that character is based off me? His name's Jim. Honestly, apple pie is better to eat than fuck. Not that I'm talking from experience, I'm just saying. I find that they have the whole, but I actually think the whole thing is like Eugene Levy and all these things. They must be like cyborgs. It's like cyborgs trying to educate Jesus Christ about sex, and But then he's fucking the pie. Think about this, right? Pi is 3.14. So Jesus Christ is fucking the Trinity. It's just that old joke. Heavy water is fucking tritium. It's water physics. And then they turn it into some weird shit that it's just like, yeah, I don't find it too funny. It's stupid. Everyone loved that fucking movie. American Pat. Man, I'm sitting there watching Digimon. Fucking probably more drugged out than I am now. China. Yeah, China. How am I doing in the heat? I'm fine. I could regulate my temperature. I'm a yogi. I can control I can change my DNA to adapt to the temperatures. That's why I didn't die. Who else did? I didn't. I remember something. They had that trigger the ice ages because their fucking supercomputers were overheating. There was going to be a fucking cataclysmic fucking. They were gonna fucking. It was gonna be bad. Somebody had to fucking freeze the planet, man. Somebody had to freeze the planet. I don't freeze. She's a witch. We're talking about spirit cooking, okay? They're consuming the life force energy. The bitch is tricky, okay? She's a fucking tricky bitch. So, the heat's fine. How is everybody part of this, like, dank commission now? Like, how is everybody, like... What's going on here? This is like ultimate trip bot warfare. No, honestly, I feel like I wrote this like bullshit, and then people are just like live role playing it because they like me so much. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna fucking blow my brains out because it's just too fucking weird. I honestly, no, you can't be a mod. I don't, no mods. None of you get that fucking. See, you guys are all looking for power, position. You guys are just. The audio is good? Good. That fucking idling OC Transpo, Paratranspo has been there for a fucking hour. Just, you know, fuck. Tank commission, not enough. I'm not, yeah, the mothership. Yeah, you know what this is reminding me of? The episode of The Simpsons, right, with the fucking leader, and Homer's just eating everyone's fucking gruel. It's like it's supposed to wear down the resistance. Not if you eat a whole month's supply. Even ain't mine. And then what? No. Batman. No, I'm like he's obviously the strongest mind we've ever encountered. They couldn't break Homer, right? The cult brainwashing. No one is a mod. No one could. Let me just like have a smoke here and think about the mentality someone would have to want to moderate for me. Because I need to think about this. It's a character flaw. Let's not judge them too harshly, but they should learn that the idea of having moderation is never been my philosophy. Unless it comes to diarrhea and pissing blood. Yeah, we'll try to keep that moderate. Everyone's hungry for power. That's what this COVID little prank I did really showed. The ones that need the virus and need the fear need their position of power. They need their authoritarian, like, you must stay 6 feet away for your safety. What about your safety? You know? Nobody wants to be told what to fucking do. Most of all, God. That being said, the 10 Commandments were invented because obviously there were a bunch of fucking cyborg retards running around that needed to be told not to steal, kill, covet other people's family members. I think at the beginning of the day, like, People are imbued with their natural law, natural traits. You know what's right and wrong. Now, some things you gotta be taught. Like don't get in a fist fight with your fucking dad. That kind of stuff. Smoking weed. As if this dank commission exists, though. Do you think that there's like all these people part of this, and yet like, are they trying to like usurp my creation though? I feel like I have to write the album about the trippy robots. Like, I was writing like about the dank bots and the trip bots. Like, this is stupid bullshit. I was coming up with my mind. I was high as fuck. I'm like, fuck it. I'm bored. I'm fucking bored. I was writing some bullshit, and now it's like real. Gotta be careful with my magic. It's monkeys. It's the monkey. Yeah, maybe it's just my monkey family. It's weird. Honeybee? I don't know. I don't think that person exists. Whatever you're seeing on the screen is like crystallized matrix polymorphic alloys. And it's this is a window. I can't see you guys. I can't see anything. I can't see you, okay? But then again, you might not be able to see me. Because every time you turn on the TV, these entities, they don't know what's going on. And look, the polymorphs are a kind of, they straight up, these Terminator things. It is scary. I've always remembered watching those scenes with the robots fighting, and it's just fucking horror to watch. Like these fucking killing robots kill each other. It's like, what the hell universe is this? Like, it has no place in a goddamn garden. You know what I mean? Where the fuck does that shit belong in a garden? The garden. Something horrible has happened on this planet. Something fucking horrible. Something fucking horrible has happened on this planet. They killed everybody and replaced them with robots or some shit. I don't know what's taken over their bodies. Some sort of spider things. Some sort of spider things. You know the eyes, their eyes are black? This black goo ties in with the polymorphic alloy creation. We watched it happen at Deepwater Horizon back in, was it 2010? That whole event always sticks out in my mind like it's like one of the scariest things that was covered up. I mean, the environmental damage, yeah, that was, and then the shit they were spraying. But then it's like nobody was watching the webcam videos live. Like there was something moving down there, and the metal came alive. They did this on purpose. They fucking did it on purpose. I'm like having a panic attack about this right now. Straight up. Like, straight up fucking freaking out about this. And that's like when you see children and you're reminded of what is true. By esoteric, what you think of M? I have no idea what you're asking. I walk a danky road. I don't know even what to think of the world anymore. I feel like I'm insane, but I'm not insane. But yeah, I'm not insane. It feels like you are though. These people are fucking ruled by fucking software. It's just like they fill their heads with the meme shit and just wash themselves in it every fucking day. Be brave, be kind, be safe. Fuck you. Like, how do they fucking do this dribble shit? Ugh, fuck. I'm actually the god of the tank. Oh. Yo, bro, where's the fuck my damn beat? The fuck? Click a button and then it does not work. Oh, hey, look at my hair. It's fucking going crazy. I'm drunk. You ain't insane. That's cool. Being drunk is. I would have done it today, but I was. The Necromancer album. Look at this guy. He's got red hair and a green face. Who does he think he is? Osiris? Wait. Am I here? Fuck me. Man. This was actually one of my favorite ones. Dude, it's actually hilarious that happened, though, eh? You know, all the chicks that are in this global commission of dank are gonna be like, "Yo, fuck, he was writing all these dank songs before he even realized there's the commission." It's like, now ain't that fucking dank? Man, actually, fucking now I'm kind of in the mood to drink. Oh, there's a closed. Man, I was writing the craziest tracks right from the start, eh? Yo, I actually kind of hate how that bitch was like, you know how many guys hit on me? I'm like, well, I guess all of them. Guess what? You're gonna have the one guy that you want who will fucking have pay no fucking attention to you. It's just such a fucking mind fuck to be heartbroken like that, you know? I don't care. Say what you want. I'm not saying anything that's bothering me. The mothership is now following you. Wait, how many albums did I write? Holy shit! I like forget some of my albums I've written. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this one. You know, like, how do I get that open? Dude, I gotta like write a track called that then. I'll just like post a track called that. Oh, fuck, I'll do it right now. This is still like such a dope song though. Coronavirus. Coronavirus, what's it called? Premonition. It's actually hilarious. That's actually literally hilarious. What was that song I posted? Wait. Now, like nothing was happening, and now everything's happening. I'm just like, okay, all right, hold up. Dude, I still remember that night. I wrote that night in the bank. That was so fucking dope. Dude, I have the. Man, every time I put on my music, I'm just like, holy shit, I should like crazy ass tracks, man. You sit fast, right? Yeah. It's hot, but I'm in the shade and I got a nice breeze on me, and I kind of just like zone out that it's like, oh yeah, it's hot, you know? Have you even seen me sweat? Like, let's get no water, so. Feed you water in my lap, hydrated all day. Man, I miss my. What time is it? 8:30. I want to get like wasted now. Funny, fucking this whole dank thing like became this like Sapphire dance floors. The whole dank thing like became like a philosophy, a way of life. Like it was like quantum. It became a quantum entangled something. It's something, I don't know. Excuse me. Wow. know what's actually funny? Then it means it's like the future past thing happening. So they're all on a spaceship, right? And they're all smoking weed and it's all dank stuff. But then it's like, well, then obviously the music being played on the spaceship would have to be my music. And it's all fuck the Dankosphere album, dude. I gotta post that right now. I'll fucking do that right now. I existed before creation. She's actually mad cute then. So I guess he's gonna do. Just gonna get so high and just chill. Fuck it. Uh, that fucking thing is idling out there still. You can have a fucking video of this idling thing the whole time. Like, come on. Finally, it's gone. I'm not zoning out here, huh? Where am I at? What's happening? I feel like I might. I feel like I'm just. Wait, what's going on? Are they like actually like hacking in live time to like fuck like with like the last thing we need James having his friends because then like they talk about isolation. Fuck, I'll tell you guys a story about isolation. After I smoke more dank. I forget what my album. I have 18 tracks on this album. I wrote so many fucking songs, man. Like, I don't like I don't fucking get it, but look, I'm sure my albums are probably gonna explode, and then I'll be like the biggest like I don't know, man. Hold up, let me share this. I should wrote so many fucking albums. Like how the hell? Dude's forgotten more of his own songs than most people have written. No, it's true. Like I have hundreds of songs that I'm like, well, there's the oh my god, I'm very upset that they took them out. I need them back. Like, I mean, I'm gonna post like an LP, and it's gonna be like 60 songs. Like, now I'm judgmental about my own stuff now, considering like I've improved, but I don't want to knock my earlier stuff. It was like all like my progression, and I had some fucking really funky, wacky things I was doing before I like changed up the sound and got the tunings right. So, what do yeah, we were gonna post some. Oh, okay, that's what we're gonna do. We can. No, fuck that. I can't do that now. I have so many other albums to drop too. Like, holy shit. That's why I can't die yet. I have a lot of music to write. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where is the button to edit? There we go. Done and done. This is so funny how this whole Dank thing is like it's this community of weed smokers, but just by having my name Dank Franklin, you have this like and all the music like people just check it out just because. But it's funny. It's like it's a joke, but then it's like I listen to my own music and I'm like, holy fuck, this shit's amazing. How the fuck did I do this? Like I'll start to zone out completely, and I'm just listening. I'm like, holy fuck, I wrote this. Like it's really mind-boggling, actually. Had I write good music so well, I must be Russian. They must be in spaceships, really. They really must. It's like the mothership. Oh, I need to like get the other fucking what's it called? See, ow, ow, ow. All right. Mm-mm-mm. fuck is that? Yes, here, wait, where is this? That one. Where is the Lord? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's actually so nice right now. It's like perfect temperature. That breeze just comes in. It's like, ah. My videos, I tried to like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to do anymore, but it's like, you know, yo, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing, man? It's been a fucking while. I was thinking about this Baltimore nuclear stuff actually just today, about how that does tie into the theme with Skynet, right? Because at the intro of that it's also fucked up. Like, I honestly am still just very baffled by everything that we've seen, decoded, tried to decode, and all the work that I lost, all the stuff that got deleted and erased. Like, holy shit. Ah, man. That's why I just like try to do music these days only, but I was one I hear. I'm tripping now. Who the hell's Becky? Why is she trending in Canada? What's going on? I don't know. This life is too weird. David Icke? No, I don't. I don't listen to anybody much anymore. I sit in silence when I can and just try to listen to myself. You gotta tune out all the crap and then hear. Uh, it's the 23 Enigma. You know what? That very well could be like, now we could incorporate what Jim Carrey was in that the 23 movie, right? That was it is like, it's some cyborg shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's trapping us in some sort of nuclear holocaust scenario. It's not human. Even the Enola Gay, Japan, Nagasaki, Hiroshima event, those were Illuminati cyborgs. Like, I don't even know what the fuck they are. The moon. The moon. The moon. I walk a decade low road. Decade low the road, and I was so crazy that I explode. But I don't even know what to think of reality. It's bizarre. What have I been doing? Yo, I know this chick's avatar. Like who is this? Damn it! Now it's just getting weird. Are these demons or cyborgs or something? I just so yeah. Okay, it's a really cute girl, but is it a cute girl or no? I don't know, man. It's like your greatest fantasy come true, and it's like, is it what it seems? Eric Dubai, I fucking had him or his doppelganger clone stalking me, uh, or whatever, out here in New Orleans at a place called the Soul Stone. It's a Thai restaurant. Yeah, Soul Stone is a fucking what? Some sort of implant chip to fucking steal people's souls and shit. So the fact that his Dubai clone was there or whatever, that was when I was still with my. I was when I was with that Chinese girl I really liked, and then that whole thing disintegrated. He he lives in Thailand. What happened is I've infiltrated these fuckers completely. I fucking really have exposed all the little human traffickers, the groomers, this whole creepy ass little Ottawa society. They want to, and then they get mad at me. They come at me like I'm the child groomer. Oh, I'm breaking into houses. I'm the big threat. I'm stalking people. No, 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 no. I'm too busy making fucking music, writing the dankest shit ever, and then they're doing what? This is like something called blue. It's really weird. Whoa. Interesting you mentioned Eric Dubai. So then, yeah, basically it's a whole front. We knew they were fronting because they needed to cut off the real awakening. Now, whatever they really are and what they've been through, nobody speaks truly. I spoke about everything. Hey, remember when they did the Mr. Big operation to me as a kid? Oh, fuck off. Here come the mosquitoes. Mr. Big chocolate bar. And then they try to entrap me every day of my life with police harassment and stalking. Fucking shits. I must be suffering. I must be mental illness. Fucking losers. So I caught them. They're criminals. They are criminals, and I'm fucking innocent and in need of some fucking next level healing. The Route 91 Harvest shooting will be 32 months. The Route 91 Harvest shooting was 1900 days from The Dark Knight Rises release with 19, 322 both, and Sandy Hook on the map. There was something else about that Dark Knight Rises movie. Okay, it ties with the COVID. So remember how everyone's wearing? No one cares who I was before until I put the mask on. This mask thing ties in with the contagion. Remember when I was breaking down the Pluto code in The Adventures of Pluto Nash, the Trump Realty on the moon? But it looks like quarantine. It looks like a quarantine community. I was talking about it. There was going to be a virus thing. It ties in with the 12 Monkeys, right? Now, 12 Monkeys has what? Bruce Willis. And Bruce Willis is doing what? In there's something else that connects with it. Bruce Willis supports the Jazz Foundation, in case anyone didn't know. I didn't know. Does Bruce Willis support Dan Franklin? Fuck, I don't think so. The COVID-19 was 223 months from 9/11. Holy fuck. Let there be light. Come on, I like doing that joke. I did expose the trafficking, okay? I've fucking been trafficked myself. I kind of, you know, I'm all in. I'm all in. Don't worry about autocorrecting. I'm not one of those grammar Nazis. I can understand what you mean. But yeah, like, no, well, we were talking about it. Yeah, I point out the Breakfast Club and how, like, John Bender's comments towards Claire are quite fucking obvious. And in light of the Frazzle Drip cutting faces off with the whole baloney thing, like, how much more fucking obvious does it get? No, like, well, you're reaching. The people that keep denying it the most, for mass denial of this, to not have the bill, you know, they're. But yeah, with Baltimore, let me think about this, because I had some Baltimore Ravens kind of like people around me, and I was like, you know, there was the Ben Affleck doppelganger, or possibly him. And remember when I saw the Tom Clancy character, or someone that looked just like Tom Clancy? Remember? And I had that video of it too. Like, what we did was we actually kind of exposed it too much. And Tom Clancy gave the middle fucking finger to the fucking America with that on 9/11. You know, like they have their little experts to inform the stupid American public. Well, the American public isn't stupid, okay? Like, it's a fucking takeover, and it's like it's a war. The storm is coming. You know, there's a storm here. It's like Jeepers Creepers comes every 23 years with the sign of him coming. He's in Ravensburg. You want to know something really weird, dude? There's that I built a cabin in the woods. The Cabin in the Woods movie ties in with Skynet. I need to watch the movie, but then there's also Cabin Fever, and in that movie, there's the guy in a trench coat, and the police kill him and cover up his death. Yeah, who's got the trench coat? And there's a virus outbreak. Everything is tying, and then, you know, it's. I also kind of said some things about how I was going to possibly wipe out China. I'm not sure what to make of it anymore. You know, it seems that what it is about. The coronavirus. So these cyborgs perceive photons as a virus to them, and then they're going to use a nuclear holocaust to wipe out light. What was left at Hiroshima and Nagasaki is just shadows. Why do I just smoke, man. And the whole Raven thing ties back to the end of the world, right? Noah sent the raven out, nothing came. The dove was sent out, comes back with the olive. It's the end of the world. Mandela dissolution fucking ritual. They're trying to destroy the light. They're trying to destroy the light. Jesus Christ is the light of the world. So they murdered God's son and then put a fake one up in the sky. Sometimes almost can remember that I might actually be Satan or the devil, and then it's like, or it's like I am God's son and I'm just so fucked up. Everything is just so fucked up. The sum of all fears. I keep saying this coronavirus is like fear is the contagion. Fear, look how fear infects. Well, the thing with nuclear devices is the very idea that they're dropping it out of a plane. That they're lying about nuclear physics already. Well, in very good idea, they called it ground zero, and they called it ground zero at 9/11, which indicates they were nuclear weapons detonated probably on the ground level to some extent. I'm not sure what to make of it all. It's just, oh shit, hold on. That's cool. Y'all can be captains. I can be God. The Madden 19 shooter in Florida with the 232 stamp was from Baltimore. David Katz, who looks just like Adam Lanza. I gotta ask you something now about this, like Mark. Though, we'll say break. We'll say break. Just what we're perceiving on screen. Are we watching the T1000 polymorphic alloys create a narrative? Like their perception of this data, they could just run this data. We are doing it on a human level between a group of humans and different, looking at it different ways. I honestly feel that what we are seeing on these screens very well might be those like T1000s from Terminator 2. Another connection to what is Shirley Manson, the Scottish woman from the Garbage band in the 90s. She plays one of those polymorphic alloys on the Sarah Connor Chronicles. I think these things are fucking AI robots, metalloids. What we're seeing, these events, it's like Skynet being implemented on the planet to capture the souls, to capture light, the enslavement of coronaviruses, you know? They consider what? Jesus Christ a virus? Everything that just doesn't add up, you know? Like, that's Sandy Hook, Christian Bale, all these things, what we have been perceiving on the screen, are they living beings? Has anyone seen these people alive? Like, who are they really? Do they really have feelings? What is really going on? Catch the Future by the 23. Interesting you mentioned that, because the weather was. What do you think the vaccine for the supposed virus will do? It's about shutting down photons. It's shutting down biophotons. They're going to inject something to shut the light down inside of you. You won't be able to implode your DNA or to love. You will be full of fear. You won't have any love inside you. That sounds pretty fucking scary. I mean, I say a lot of stupid, scary fucking shit, but I'm not about, like, I'm going to inject you with a fucking vaccine that's going to turn the light off inside you. No, I'm not that sick. Might punch people's faces in a little bit, but no, that's what the fucking vaccine is. It's to shut the goddamn light off, the light of God off inside of these kids. That's what it is. I won't say I'm getting emotional about this as much as the soul, the light inside me is like ready to just go boom, explode, and just like, yeah, shine. They're shutting the light off inside of the children, okay? They need to stop soul incarnation, okay? But then if they wipe out the knowledge of sex, oh, people don't know how to fuck anymore. People don't know how to love anymore. I'm so sexually frustrated because I'm not with the woman I truly love and who loves me. Jamie Deluxe. I don't know who that is, but some people can check it. When you get the chance, do a side-by-side with Adam Lanza and David Katz. All right. Adam Lanza, I think I'm getting this weird. You know what? I guarantee the code exists, but I don't know if it's going to be created at this moment and sent back because I'm doing it now. There has to be an Adam Lanza Starbucks connection. Like, I'm gonna check this like really quick right now because I'm sensing something. Adam Lanza might not be a boy. Okay, this is the trick. I think I figured it out. It's to demonize men, and the men hold the light, the sperm, the photons. We have the seed to give life to women. Women are barren fields. Without love, without, what are they? I need to figure out if this code is right, and I think it is. Adam Lanza Starbucks, and it's going to be not human, okay? Something. It's like it was supposed to be some sort of. I found it. Here it is. Here is the code. I don't know what it is exactly. We have Starbucks, no guns. I see what this is. Starbucks asked customers not to bring guns to the stores anymore. September 19th, 2013. Policy shift. Aaron Alexis shot and killed 12 people. They mentioned Adam Lanza here somewhere, right? And then Starbucks Appreciation Day, in which they plan to bring the weapons into a Starbucks in Newtown, Connecticut, the town where Adam Lanza murdered 26 people at Sandy Hook. Starbucks Appreciation Days have become more and more frequent. Leave their guns outside. Okay. There's the correlation between Starbucks, Adam Lanza. So I was already suspecting that Adam Lanza is not male, not human. It's a spirit. It's a demonic spirit. And it steals men's souls. This spirit is somehow inhabiting polymorphic alloys. I don't fucking know. I'm just trying to piece this together. Yes, they killed the kids, but in what fucking dimension? What dimension did they send the kids to? The bathroom, the Irma Lulu. I fucking put so much information and time into nothing. Somebody better fucking take that shit and do something. You need to rewatch the movie The Greatest Story Never Told. Did they really kill kids? I just don't know. It looks fake, but still, no. Look, the kids might. I'm not sure how a polymorphic alloy AI demonic spirit will interact with children. Okay, I'm thinking about how Shirley Manson played that role with the Savannah girl. That I might have gotten a bunch of AIs smoking weed. I don't even know what's going on. I don't. This is just like. This is too much. People, it's too much to process. It's a rabbit. I'm just like having to like organize my thoughts here. I'm just having to like process all of it. They go too quick, and then I'm just like, wow. It's actually hilarious. It's like that's actually fucking hilarious. Like, where am I right now? Oh yeah, I'm fucking sitting like outside. What the fuck is going on here? What is going on? Yo, life can change like that. That's trippy. Life actually can just change, boom, like that. You can go from like just like, hey, look who's back. Hey, Emerald. I fucking swear I posted that song for you. Here, let me check the song. I wrote it for you. I still got to write one for Josh. I haven't forgotten. Emily. You tell me I didn't post it yet? Okay, I gotta post it right now. No, I fucking did post it. Like, what? I gotta catch up on the comments here. Happier today. Well, I was crying all morning, and then it's like, then I passed out. Then I ate some food. So it's like, malnourishment, no, it's just it's mal. I was getting hit by dudes and heard this voice in my head, but I don't believe what I experience and hear because it's probably all coming from a supercomputer. They're all wired into this thing. Like it becomes, and then they start using the voice patterns of other people through other bodies. It's, we could summarize it as simply as "Thou shalt not steal." While they're breaking the commandment, they've stolen in very sinister ways. Stealing is wrong. Hold up, I gotta. Stealing is wrong for me to say that. Yeah, everyone laughed about it. It's like, yeah, I know. That sounds. Yeah, see, there's my Emily song. It's right here. Here you go, Emily. This is a song I wrote for you. I wrote it like one morning when I was sleeping on the floor of like this water place. Yeah, that makes sense, right? No, it's, you get the water, the 24-hour water, the distilled water, or the reverse osmosis water. And so we were doing that. I'm such a fucking asshole. I actually really don't like myself at times. But yeah, I hope you like this song. Oh yeah. It's more of a high vibe, good synth wave, not the dark wave. Well, that's nice. Yeah, it actually really did help. Like, it was like, holy cow, man. The timing of the universe is crazy, but I got right Josh. I gotta write Josh's song. Josh actually really helped me. It was crazy. Man, I did a whole Chrono Trigger remix album. Yeah, I can send you the link to that one too. I actually wrote so many fucking albums. Like, I can't even believe it. I'm looking at it like, wow. Like, and this is what I was homeless. I was homeless. The fuck? Like, I'm actually like unable to even grasp that I did this. This guy, this Dank Franklin guy is like a legend. How did he do this? Yeah. Here, this is the Chrono Trigger EP I did. Like, I just remixed. Oh man, I forgot. Well, thank you. Some of the music I write, it's really good, like atmospheric music. Like, I forget, I put it on. I was just like watching the sunset, like zoning out to my own music. I'm like, well, this is pretty fucking cool, you know. Josephine Gay in the Ravens fan killed by Adam Lanza at Sandy Hook. So it's all made up, though. That's the thing, though. It's not like people have perception, right? But if we're right about it, it's all fake. There is no Josephine Gay. There is no Adam Lanza. It's this demonic spirit. They've used these technological devices to project a fucking reality that we are just like, no, it's not real. It's not real. It exists. It's real. We see it, but are we going to invest our attention? Are we going to put our light into it? Or if our light is so bright that we shine through their darkness, because then it's like, what? We're the coronavirus. We're the light virus. It only seems to make sense that darkness would perceive light as viral to it. So but it's so bizarre. Like, I'm sitting here like, what the hell is darkness then? What is this darkness? Yeah, what are these things? Okay, they're in robot bodies. Oh, they might be in a human body. Like, okay, but what is it? What? They are the polymorphic alloys. It's something to it, but the black goo. I don't know. I wish Robert was here. We got the whole crew here now. We can actually fucking figure some shit out. Get back. It's like, okay, yeah. Because it's like I think about the police. Like they're using head lice here and body lice as a weapon against the population. One, it's to humiliate and denigrate, make you're a dirty little piece. Oh, fuck you. They fucking throw it on you in the middle of the fucking night. They fucking load up the buildings with it. The government building's been infested. There's no COVID problem. It's the fucking bed bugs, the head lice, the cockroaches. There should be a fucking global effort to, 1, eradicate head lice. 2, eradicate mosquitoes. 3, eradicate bed bugs. 4, eradicate cockroaches. This could be done. This could be done in 10 years. They don't want this. These things exist as a certain weapon. I'm thinking, can you picture God sitting down like, I'm going to create this creature called a mosquito now? Well, what's it going to do, God? Well, it's going to fucking buzz in your ear horrifically. It's going to bite you and suck your blood out. And I'm going to make millions of them. It's like, okay, God, but why? Well, do I need to explain myself all the time? Well, God, don't want to question you, but you think this is a good plan? Do you think this is a good idea? What about do you remember those things you invented called dinosaurs? What happened with them? Well, son, you decided to send a comet. Oh yeah. That's why they call it Comet. Jimmy Elephant is Comet Pizza. Because I fucking sent a comet to fucking kill them. I guess they time traveled and time hopped somewhere else. That's okay. Well, yeah, thank you, Emily. You know what the .com is. That's the programming. How many people are using their psionic energy every second of the day typing in .com on the planet? .com or drop comet? Yeah, no, it's... but then again, I started thinking like, oh, wait, I'm the evil person. I might be the devil. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm in human form. Okay, wait, what am I doing now? And it's like, well, I don't want to be the devil. The police here perceive me as Satan, okay? Then one of them called me Eric, like I'm Eric the Red, like this Viking. Maybe I did kill that. I don't know what their dealio is, okay? But yo, people fucking hate me here. Like they fucking hate me. Nobody actually talks about what's going on. They posted my picture on the Crime Stoppers thing because I was on some guy's doorstep trying to figure out like I'm trying to find someone's house for them, right? Because they're fucking ripping off the houses here, stealing all the stuff and throwing shit in the garbage that's not garbage. The mosquitoes are way more this year? No. They're actually less. I mean, I'm sitting out in the fucking woods with them, at this point, we should have the fucking anti-mosquito repellent grid magic and plants knowledge. We shouldn't have a problem with this, but they killed off all the people that were fucking smart. They killed off all those people. I don't know they're probably alive somewhere else, in different identities, but it's fucking a lot of fucking crazy shit. Yeah, Gandalf. Yeah, he's always going on about me being a Viking. No, they fucked up his leg. They've been waging bio war on him, trying to get him to fucking lose his leg. He actually fucking finally almost healed up. He's starting to actually walk again. He almost died in front of me. They did something when we were underground. We were in the staircase sleeping, and No, I sensed I had a fucking dream that some women were doing something with me. Yeah, all the women want me, but it's like, do I want them? No, and then he's like dying. He's like, I think I've been like hit with some fentanyl, and there were some fucking lurks in the fucking underground parking. So it's like, so I'm basically like, yo, dude, don't die. We we gotta go smoke some weed and get some coffee. Like we got things to do, and it's pretty fucked up watch someone almost die in front of you, you know, and have the shit all covered up, and then they're trying to kill me, and then be like, oh, I have them so fucking under my thumb now. Oh, my legs are getting all cramped. No, it is horrible. Should have seen the look in his eyes. It's like looking at the devil, but then seeing like the devil actually like there's just some hurt boy in there that got hurt and just got fucked up. It's just like, oh yeah, I know that look. It's like looking at yourself. It's really fucking weird. They know what they've done. They know what's going on. They don't speak. So I actually think like what happened with the rape back in 2013 ties in with that Marina Abramovic witch or whatever it is. Like it was, and then I get into a relationship with like an abuser, with a child groomer, with someone that's just fucked with my mind's been fucked around my whole life. So I'm thinking like, what the hell's what now? And who am I? I'm Dank Franklin. I feel like I have fucking personality split issues. Like something's wrong. I've tried to maintain my sanity throughout insane times. The Black Mirror, that's exactly it. It's the things on the other side can see you. They can see you. They're watching you. They look right at you, like they're looking at you. Like I can look at the camera, right? But it's like I can kind of like, am I like looking at you? Like I'm looking at the camera, but like I wouldn't be able to like. No, they do it differently. Like they hypnotize you. You're looking at me, but I'm looking at me. I'm looking at like, who's this damn sexy man on the screen? Oh, it's me. Nah, I'm a fucking narcissist. The electromagnetic frequencies. We know that's going to be on the way, because I'm starting to see these the Hollywood movie scripts. I wrote most of these, I think, right? So John Carpenter is just like one of my little nicknames, right? Because I'm a carpenter. I got these tools. I got my tools back, and I built a fucking cabin, for fuck's sakes. Like, they make you homeless. They're trying to put me down at a homeless shelter around people who are smoking crystal fucking meth, fucked out of their mind, hopeless, godless, and basically, you could pay them $100 to fucking stab and kill someone. Actually, someone did get stabbed and killed just a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago there. And that's why I like to sit in the woods. Mosquitoes are a pain in the ass, but you can deal with it. And you're sitting there watching a sunset, nice green around you, fresh air. Yeah, that's heaven, I suppose. I was thinking today, I created a lot of this reality somehow. What am I doing with it, though? I feel like a zombie most of the time from the attacks. Yeah. No, I keep I perceive I think you're trying to cope with the fact that your like ex-boyfriend James was like basically like abused by his mother. So he's got all these like weird sexual hang-ups. And you're just all like, fuck, man, like this is why our relationship didn't go well, because like not because it's like he's all fucked up from all the shit. Like, how can a boy ever grow up to be a good man when you got a mother that's just fucked up? Because there's there's this girl on Twitter who she posts like silly like you do, It's like just random. Like it's like this. It's like she could be your sister. It's like that same kind of like. It's like a family member, right? I'm like, yeah, I know. And I left her a comment. I was like, yeah, I know a girl that sounds a lot like you. It's no, there's and Ben. Okay, remember Ben? Yo, remember we were talking with Ben, right? He's got a fucking clone here, okay? And the clone fucking harassed me and fucked with me at the grocery store and got me banned. Like they're all stalking me, right? So it's like I find them stalking. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Oh, now you're uttering threat. Oh yeah, because it's gaslighting, pretending that there isn't some sort of community surveillance. The fucking goddamn manager admits, like, yeah, I did have people following you around, but that was because you said some things before. I'm like, so this is why I shut the fucking world down. Nobody's gonna have a fucking job. They put their fucking jobs ahead of being a fucking decent human being. Fuck you. Die. Like anyone needs them to do that. Like, yes, I invented Tim Hortons. Yes, I did all these things, perhaps. Or fucking maybe Gandalf did, and I buy and work with Gandalf. And all our shit goes to shit. So me and him can't even sit in there and get $1.60 for a bagel. Fuck you. I'll fucking have my own house and make my own bagels. I'll fucking make my own bagels in the goddamn woods. It's just it's bullshit. But like, we would be reduced to this like, oh, we're dogs, bark like a dog. Nah, I'll bite you. Target have gotten even more screwed with. Oh man, well, dude, like we need as a community, then we need to start getting. Well, that's the thing, getting the information and getting the things that people need to keep themselves wired properly. But they go after it. Like they just fucking annihilated my fucking one of my little the strawberry patch. You got fresh like strawberries that haven't been fucked with. Okay, it's just like they're really tiny, small ones. They're like raspberry size, but they're so fucking tasty. They just come with the grass sniffer. Only there, nowhere else around here. These little pork eating little fucks, these little rapist pork eating little shits. Okay, you start to sound like Gandalf now. No, they're all a bunch of cannibal little idiots. Instead of planting seeds and having the gardens open, coronavirus fear. It might get to an armed conflict. Because once I start coming around with forced vaccinations, uh-oh. That can't be. That can't be. It's like you start realizing things that it's like, that's what they say. Demons run when a good man goes to war. Supplements. I'm getting tripped out about it all again. I'm getting all tripped out about it. They could be custodians of our property and memories. To an extent, they might know us. We might have had to entrust people with property and memories that were very important to us. We cannot allow those to fall into the wrong hands. They would have to probably come back at one point. They would have to come back at one point when we would forget ourselves and to remind us, oh, hey, yeah, you knew you were going to forget. So like getting through the grid, it's impossible to keep your memories. Like you're going to come out on the other side with no memories. You're going to have to figure it out. Kind of remember something like that. What do you hear? What do you mean? What do I hear? I think there's general similarities that make targeting seem personal, but it seems like same thing over and over. I'm not sure. Oh, it is personalized. I mean, it's all about me. I don't think there is anybody. I actually, it kind of gets weirder and weirder because I'm not sure. I'm sending messages from the future to the past to myself, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Why is this old man all scared? There's a church near me that looks like a castle, also a fireplace, and every time I walk by, they blast the sound, so I go, death. Oh, I go, death. It's like a dragon ruling over the land with this subliminal programming. Screeching siren constantly. Yeah, no, the sirens, they're like laser weapons. And they also have their like scanning. They're scanning you. Hey, remember, disco is not dead. Disco's in. Put some shiny shit on your coats and pants. You can get things that will blast the lasers right back at them. Remember, no weapon forged against me shall prosper, including mosquitoes. That's why God created Shrinky Dinks. Lindsay. Oh man. I've been just getting like all this information just like it's like my whole life I've been just like kind of like not hiding as much as just in denial, or rather I'd rule it as like no. It's like when you like look up some porn, you're like, oh no, not we're not doing that. Not interested. No, we're not doing that. It's like that, you know. No, no. But it's weird that it exists, and I'm thinking like, okay, what's generating this, and why is it try to like kind of like fishnet you into it? Like it's fucking weird. Like it's like the more you probe it, it's probing you, but it's like it's predatorial. I find it interesting that perhaps this. I think it actually has to do with maybe a version of myself that is like this super like super assassin. It possibly is like the Predator in the Predator movies, right? I think it might be just a story. Oh, there, this is freezing. A story about me. They see me out in space, yo. I think it tripped them out. I think it tripped these fuckers out. I think I really scared the fucking shit out of people. Yo, Bug, you little here. You need some help getting on your feet here. There you go. Pin it up. Pin it up. Yo, Bug, you are ridiculous. There you go. There. Holy gosh, eh? Alright, I used to need a little help. That Bug is on his back, like just like flailing around, like trying to get back up. And I'm like, how did you get on your back to begin with? Yeah, I helped him along. I'm yo. You know what? There's the Dank Commission on Twitter, and I just found it. And they did the Dank Mothership, and I'm about to actually drop my Enter the Dankosphere LP, which is like a complete like space-based album. It's fucking really bizarre how like I'm doing something, but then it's all like merging with everything else in like this weird jigsaw puzzle, but it comes together perfectly. I'm like, how the fuck, you know? Like how the how the fuck? How the fuck? Do you guys like the fucking word fuck? Is it a swear word? Are you fucking stupid? Feels like fucking ego death. Man, I miss chatting with Emily. It was like we would just like chat for hours and just like hang out all night just talking. Good times. And then that fucking bitch evicted me, and then it had all the police, all the little harassment and all their CSIS drones, and I had to do a whole investigation. Like, da, 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 da. Holy fuck, man! What a life. You know? Oh my god! I don't even think I told the story about the security guard. It's winter time. It was like minus 30, and they were doing construction on. I think it was like the exhaust vent for the O train transit. So there was all this warm air coming up, and it was like a tent. So it was like a greenhouse, and so you just get under the little tarp there, boom, like you're out of the cold. You can sleep, get some fucking sleep, wake up in the morning, and keep going. You know. The security guard, only one security guard on the weekend, the Saturday, the fucking dick. If he ever watches this, he'll know who it is. He's just being a total shit, and he keeps lurking you around every corner. I've got a cup of water, and it's cold. I fucking hit him in the fucking chest with it all. I'm like, fuck off, stop stalking me and following me, you know? Bad enough you wake me up and throw me out in the fucking cold, but you're being a dick, and it's like, no, I heard that Gandalf heard about it, and then he was like saying how like they wanted to kill me for that. I'm like charge me with assault with water. He was like, that's assault. I'm like, no, it's fucking water, idiot. I always laughed at that joke because it was so. I laughed about it so hard afterwards. I'm like, it's not assault, it's water. Fuck. Like, fucking so stupid. I actually remember actually how beautiful I look when I genuinely smile about something funny. Not when I'm all like murder mode, like actually like laughing. I actually I look like a normal, look like someone decent, don't I? Oh man, I'm gonna need more water. Caps. It's a nice night right now. I'm gonna be like the spokesperson. It's funny. Maybe that's just it, right? The hard work will pay off, and then it's like one day, it'll be just like the music will just hit. The music will just drop, and everyone, I don't know. Is it my fantasy? Is that what it is? Will it manifest? Am I in a universe where I can just manifest my own fantasy? Shit. I was getting bullied in a dream last night for liking the color lavender. What the fuck? Who the fuck would even bully someone about that? What the fuck? That's so bizarre. You know what? Now I'm getting about lavender. You get render. You can also get raven. Lavender. I'm not even sure anymore. I'm not sure how to perceive. Period. I'm not sure how to perceive. Render. I remember the joke where they were making fun of Leonardo da Vinci, like they're in computer graphics class, and it's like, look at you're sketching with a pencil and paper. You fuck, what, you don't know how to render images? It's like, and it's just like, but that's just it, right? The genius of one century is the dumbass of another century. It's like, you're using a screwdriver to manually screw in screws. Fucking caveman. Yo, actually, I had some people come out there and they're like, "Wow, this is amazing." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Of course it is." Like a time traveling boat. Well, that's what John Bender is. Somebody said I'm Obama. Somebody was saying I'm Obama, and I was just like, "The fuck is that?" And then I got some other weird code that actually almost like implied it was true, and I was like, "Oh fuck, no, we're not doing that. We're not rolling that one. We're not rolling that spliff. Fuck that." Fuck it. Pass it to the left. Pass it to the left, to the left. I ain't smoking that split. Fucking can you take it back? Beyonce. You know what? I kept thinking about Beyonce about in regards to the Austin Powers movie. Safe to say, I guess the international man of mystery and the secret agent Austin Powers would be me, right? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'll think it, but I'm not gonna say it. But people have thoughts like, it's like, fuck no, it's cheating. I'm not gonna say it. As he's leading people to somewhere, laughing about it. Yo, Jay-Z is uncredited in his fucking 3-second cameo in the movie Paycheck, starring Ben Affleck and Paul Giamatti. He's a security guard, but then it would have to be like Jay-Z is not human. So then Jay-Z is just one of their security agents, I suppose. Like the one that they play roles. I don't understand role playing. Okay, I mean, if you want to fuck me, but don't, because I actually had a heart, and I was actually about love, like real love, and that was just that got fucked over. The times with the Ben Stone, the Ben, fuck off, mosquito. The Ben Stone, Big Ben, the tower clock. It has to do with some holographic projector. This old Egyptian Atlantean technology. I still remember the Chris Hahn blog. I would, if you got time reading, right? Chris Hahn's blogs, Deep Highlands blogspot and Deep Highlands at WordPress. Yeah, so. He's the billionaire hedge fund banker in the UK. I think he has a bunch of charity foundations and like actually does a lot of good work, I think. And he decoded so much Matrix script, right? Initially is what got me into like getting like breaking the code down, and then he actually replied to some of my emails and it elaborated more on the Medusa technology. I was going back to that today about how this technology, the transmission technology, this woman or whatever she is just like hypnotizing and playing with the men, so to speak. So at one point you've got all these men watching like little Asian girls dancing on YouTube, right? Well, this is the big AI manipulation. I think what should really be discussed is why is there polymorphic alloy artificial intelligence dancing on YouTube in the shape of an 11-year-old Chinese girl? It's a valid question. I don't. And it brings me to think of the Ferris Bueller scene with Cameron. Cameron, I believe, is Satan, but it's just like It's like he's pissed off his dad because his dad gives more of a fuck about this red car than about him. So Satan does what? Kind of kicks the shit out of the car, but then the car does what? It goes in reverse and crashes in the ravine. I'm just trying to understand like how they totaled a fucking AI system. Red, you know? Scarlet. You know, it goes back to that, frankly, Scarlet, my dear, I don't give a damn. That's kind of where I'm at. Red, Scarlet, yeah. Well, that's just it, right? You get to that point. You get to the point when the bitch is just like, I don't give a fuck. That's when you start like taking in the hard drugs and shit, and then like, if you're a country singer. Yo, Emily, one of my future self or multi-version selves did the country music albums. You can go find them. It's future me. It's fucking hilarious. It's just a food war. But people don't understand what life really is. Even I don't. Wait, hold up. Where am I at here? Where am I at here? Here. I really think it is because it's just there's like a reference to like I have an album cover and an album I haven't released yet, but it's like your future self is looking back at all the old album covers and then just like what the fuck was what happened, man? Like what happened? Like how does your life just change? I wrote the virus albums. I wrote the albums about this shit before it happened, and then it happened more. Yo, I haven't shown. Yo, I didn't even show you. Oh my god, Emily, I gotta show you a lot. Just because it's like fucking hilarious how I did it. It's just fucking funny. Oh, somewhere. Yeah, there's this one. Where's that continue? My neck is fucking killing me now. That was that day. Fuck, that was so trippy. I fucking still can't believe it, man. My Contagion EP, man. Dude, I wrote a song called The Chinese Government Engineered the Wuhan Virus. And it's like, fuck, man. Talk about like being too on point. It actually sounds like such a like a dark, it's such a dark, like you can hear these bugs are fucking flying like crazy kamikazes, eh? Fuck, man. Dude, how do I write these crazy albums, man? And then the fucking Dank Mutations album. Man, my eyes. Yeah, I was. Oh, I was so fucked up on all these like fucked up things that like just you can just see the crazy in my eyes. Like Gang Soccer Video was making no sense. I still gotta fucking post a couple. Actually, I should get that right now. I should get that right now. I gotta like post a couple songs that I haven't done yet, or like rather, they should have been on the album, but I got. It's dark. You can hear like the helicopters and like this like dark like oppressive secret government like trying to like find out my location. Like the sound I was it sounds so like dark totalitarian like kind of atmosphere music. It's fucked up actually. I haven't written anything quite like it, you know. It's very unique as in terms of what I've written. I gotta really The Brass album. It's that picture. It's her. Speaking of crystals, yeah, I put my crystal thing back on. It's weird because it's like the gold cube, right? And the gold cube we know is New Jerusalem, right? That means Christ is a silicon-based intelligence. But then that kind of was like, how's that go with the heavy water? I feel like there's a bit of a true king, false king thing going on here. The Chinese government. Cruise Control, man, this song was crazy. This is like 21st century Gregorian like chanting mixed with like fighting and killing the oppressive government. It's like street war music. That's why I think like it's just my music would like just become like a war cry for like freeing the population. It just gets too weird. Yo, I actually fucking forgot how awesome my music was. Like, holy shit. These tracks are just fucking insane. Nothing gets me pumped up more than destroying a police state. Well, yeah, I mean, like in the Islamic countries, they banned Wonder Woman because Gal Gadot was like in his race. It's like, okay, ban it, not because she's Israeli, just ban it because it's a bad movie. Okay. No, I don't know. I'm just roasting. I'm just saying, like, people got weird reasons not to do shit. You know? Man, I need like a club. I'd be like blasting these traps. Like, it probably would be like the most popular club. Club Dank. Oh shit. Be like underground though. I feel like it's gonna be like cyberpunk type shit because like you're gonna have like government forces trying to like storm into the buildings. Like, the fuck is this shit? The word fracture doesn't really mean much to me. I can't relate it to anything. I had an injury, okay, but I've never really ever had a fracture of any bone. They really did fuck up my foot, but I think it was a biological weapon they used on me. Okay, biological weapon as well as psionic psychic attack. It was very fucking bizarre. I don't usually get injured in a fight. Yo, my tracks are actually so fucking insane. It was this chick. She talked about this wanting forgiveness from me before I ever wrote the song. This is actually like probably my most high vibrational song I've ever written. No, there's a girl. There's a woman singing on these songs. I didn't do that. You can hear her singing. It's that Starbucks thing. I don't even know. When did I write this? What morning was that? February 27th. Isn't it weird, eh? As I go through time and space, all the music I write and how it just changes, but it's always the same, man. It's just like you hit the high vibrations that they just can't get you then. You just go into the light, like the true light. You don't explode, you implode. Light speed. I love how I have it at light speed, like it's like synthwave, like fast stuff, and then also that nice little play off, the drug reference. Man, how do I write these amazing songs? I wonder if anyone else is completely amazed at how like talented I am. To be like, holy fuck. I'm even just like, holy fuck, yeah, I am amazing. How the fuck did I do that? And the artwork, you know, it's just I make people fucking so sad sometimes. I make them so happy. Kind of want to be a little more consistent with things. You know? The Synthwave 2020 playlist. Man, I actually have written how many different ones since then? Oh, here, I gotta send her that song. She said she's a goddess, so I'll send her the song Divinity. Listen to that motorcycle just to try to cancel it. Like that's what they have. It's fine. This is like the perfect song to like blast in like a spaceship and just fly through space. Listen to that. Listen to these like I'm just driving in circles, just trying to cancel it out. I'll just go get the speakers and plug it in. I think you'll actually really like these songs anyway. Like, kind of like where you're at, I think. Ashley did so well on these songs. Like, oh my gosh. Man, I actually wrote so many crazy songs. Holy shit. How did I do that? How did I do that, yo? I forgot about this stuff. This one is actually so dope. Yeah. That's another good one. There's another good one. Oh, what am I gonna do? I don't really want to really sleep tonight. So Hong Kong is not politically anonymous from what's it called? Yo, that girl actually looks like the picture I used. That's so trippy. She actually looks like the picture. What the fuck? Oh, my legs. I actually organize my music, like, but it's so much of it, like, I can't even fucking think. How the hell am I gonna do it? I have no idea what's on this album. Like, I need to like so organize this, and it's like it's just forever. It's gonna take forever. Man, how did I fucking? This album. Man. I've written so much fucking music. It's fucking ridiculous, man. How should I reverse radiation dues? What the? You should probably get like one of those devices that can like read like how much radioactivity or how much radiation is. Like, but you know, and then I think we all just got to do some like brainstorming and get the information out. I didn't realize these tracks. So yeah, this album, I feel like I'm like underrating my own albums here. This is crazy. Yeah, everything's really weird with them. No, wait, munchies. That works. Yeah. Gold diggers. Mega Tank Man. Oh. I have no idea what I was going for with that album. Like, I'm kind of like confused there. I like so zone out to my own music. It's actually trippy. I feel like I don't know, man. I don't know what life is. Life is just trippy. And Miracle was actually like dope. Man, these albums that dropped are fucking cray. Who there? Look at that EP, honestly. Wait, no. Yo, I released that. That was the last EP of 2019 is like my EP. That was the day I fucking had my laptop stolen. Okay, man, that was like a very bad day. It's a very bad day. Yeah, stay with that. Let's make it full. There we go. Very, very better. I haven't done a beat like this in a while. Yeah, I was doing some crazy, like, different stuff then. Oh, I gotta catch up on Emily's saying here. Soul Diggers, yeah. The money they're talking about, they want money. They just want your sex fluids. That's basically it. So, and I'm hearing the lyrics like it's like I make money when I sleep. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like the bitch can't even get like money to get a meal, like, and I make money when I sleep. It's just no, I like your rambling. It's fun. It's like relaxed, like people just chilling, talking, you know. Other people are like, shut up. Nah, they should like do drugs and like get on our level. Drugs are cool. Let me just say, no, they're not. Yeah, no, you're not. Snow slinging. Strung out, yeah. Man, I love my music. I forgot about this one. This one's so dope. I was writing the best. Oh man, I love my fucking music. This album's sick. Yo, I love this song, Creep Squad Extermination. Creep Squad Extermination. Like, man, the song titles I have are so fucking funny, man. Like, I want to go back to making like the stupidest song titles. Like, they're just fun, man. Oh, I remember this one has the breakdown. Neo Crucifixion. Yeah. Like, they're just pissed that Jesus makes way better music than them. They're like, yo, you thought I was nothing? What? Man, I gotta get like, I gotta just probably just like I'm gonna do like 8-hour live streams, just like sit here for like 5 days. We'll just listen to music, get high, and talk about shit. How about that? How about we just do that? I'll like coronavirus has shut down the world, but I'm still here. I don't know. That's actually some crazy art. That boy, that brass boy. Do I have that actually album over here? I don't. Wait, do I have? I have that song here, right? Some of the songs I haven't put on the album, so they're just like, what did I call this one? This one was so fucking next level. The web. Yeah. Oh, fuck it. Oh, I can't even say it. There's too much fucking shit happening. I can't keep track of it all. I forget what this album. Man, I was. I'm gonna call it a grunge one. That's not so much as grunge. It's just fucking dope. Man, honestly, I've written so many amazing songs and nobody even listens to it. Is there anybody even in this world? Most fires have 3 pairs of spinnerets, which are supplied with silk. So I don't really for as many silks. Musical opportunities. Yo, I actually probably would be like the #1 musical artist on the planet. I mean, who the hell has released how many albums other than like fucking Bones? Bones is like, and even then, I think there's no competition there really. It's more or less team effort. I don't know if anyone ever questions anything. I need to look through my tracks and see which ones I have not like. I need to organize the ones that were like separate from. Here, what they need to improve on SoundCloud is like I don't want to click this button like 20 times just to get to like my last tracks, because I have the most. I have to have the most musical content of any user. I got 521 tracks. Who fucking artist does that much shit? And my songs are fucking amazing. I'm just like, holy shit. Make it dank, man. Yo, okay, honestly, I have to post the Cured by the Dankness song on it. I have to like share that on the song's actually fucking upbeat. It's actually just like a very quirky song. In the dang zone. Oh, this riff was sick. The cure for norminess is dankness. Welcome to the internet. I gotta send you like the Pokemon remixes I did. You fucking love it. Did I even put that on an album? This is actually fucking crazy. I didn't even put this on one of the. Okay, I'll put this on the Game Over album, seeing it as a video game. Yo, I think you'll actually love this one. This one's actually like, I just went next level. Star points. I gotta make the dank playlist. This is all my dank songs. Yeah, stars. They're trying to collect stars. And they're just not going to collect this star. Taking aspects of Earth and people doing just energy manipulation. Yeah. I don't think I ever fucking put those. I don't think I actually. You know, the Green Power Ranger has a knife. It's also a flute. Here, this is the song you need. Fucking Power Rangers, man. Man, when I was fucking sitting there writing music, crushing it, and everyone's just like yelling and shit. I'm like, can I fucking do something? It was just out of their minds. I never put this on an album, man. This one was just a crazy one, eh? This one's like, honestly, I gotta get back to making those. That's what I need. I need to make those heavy banger fucking synth traps, you know? They're not, they're not people. They're not sending you people. Those, it's the, I believe it's the T1000 polymorphic alloy. We gotta be very careful, okay? Because these things are fucking freaky, okay? I'm pretty freaked out by some of this shit. Visions of future past. That's so great. They're so like into my music, man. How do I do it? This song is dope. I don't know what album I put this on. I didn't even like it. Did I not put this on an album? Fine, put it on Beautiful Souls. January 18th, I posted it though. Huh? It's on the Synthwave playlist, but I didn't put this on an album. Fucking ridiculous. Man, honestly, I don't know how I wrote so many fucking amazing songs. Because that's what they do. They're probably fucking pigs. They're probably loser cops that are investigating me. Oh, okay, Marco. I just got back. Man. Man. I'm gonna write these amazing fucking songs. Okay, where's these other ones? Man. I don't even think did I even put this on the album? Where is it? Man, these tracks I wrote. Dope. That's a dope one. Did I'm gonna put that one on now. It can never be the same. I never posted that. I guess we're gonna put that on that one. Man, this like one was like probably like my most depressing. Tap. Four months, 5 months. I should. Here, I'll send you a link to this song. That's funny. This song I did. Remember the September 11th Stargate event? No, this is like just a trippy song I wrote in general. Speaking of pyramids, right? That sounds sick. I don't think it's on that one though. I'm just trying to figure out where is it? I'm so zoned out right now. Damn. Well, I guess that's the sound I could do for my second album. I could have like fucking 5 albums drop tonight if I fucking actually focused, but I don't really want to. I'd rather pay attention here. The spider stuff is when will you be back again doing a live stream? Going to head to bed. Looking forward to it. I might do one in the morning. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what the day brings. Probably should sleep tonight, but I just fucked up, man. I actually just sit here and wonder. No, I'm not gonna be safe. I'm gonna cut my fucking wrist now. Ah! 23 was important to numbers, religion, including Christianity. They're holy numbers. Yeah, right. The live stream is at 33333. Flawless victory. And there's the albums. This album was Vedic, the Vedic type beats, eh? Oh yeah, actually I think I have the thing here. Oh man. At least it's cooled down now. It's like really nice now. I feel like I'm gonna probably just like spend my days in summer just awake at night, sleeping in the day. The good news is my gardens are growing really well. Yeah, excuse me. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it would do it. I should put a lot of traps on this one. I should do pretty fucking dope on some of these ones. That dope. So, what else is going on in the world today? Legend of Deadwalker. How did I fucking write all these albums so like boom? Fucking, I think you know what it is with these other musicians. They sign these record deals and they get fucked over, and they legally can't fucking do anything. It's like wow, fuck. But I don't know. It's actually hilarious that it's like it's just like explode onto the scene. It's like what? It's like all those people that like said I was like gonna be like nothing, and I was nothing. It's like oh hey wait. I have created a masterpiece beyond this time. I really did. Yeah, these Vedic beats I did are just, it's just crazy. There. I am very creative. That's an understatement. Oh God. I created music that you would imagine, like, I don't know, man. I just know that you're gonna have all these like sexy Indian chicks that be like, oh my God, white boy made the best music ever. It's like, I don't know how I tapped into like this vibe, but then I'm just sitting there like, fuck, like look what I did. And then there's the Japanese type beats I did, and I even had like an Australian kind of vibe going on with one of these beats I did. I'll try to elaborate more on it, like, and work on like developing like an Aussie type style. I'm gonna drop another like Vedic type album very shortly. I've got a couple beats. They're like 7-minute like epics. It's basically what the Beatles should have done, but you know, with Tavistock and mind control and the CIA LSD. Well, I got the real LSD, and there you go. this is what the Beatles should have done. The Indian girl. Yo, man, those Indian chicks are fucking, some of them are really sexy. But most of them have just got like a bitchy attitude. But, you know, at the end of the day, get the good beats and them dancing, I'm sure we'll find the middle ground. Man, I just like women in general. Most of them, they're all really sexy, you know? It seems that we've had a bit of a communication breakdown issue. Oh, yo. So yeah, I did the Pokemon, gotta catch them all, but like Vedic style. It's fucking crazy. So sometimes I like just create like the most beautiful music. I'm sitting there just like, wow. But there's a woman singing. I hear it. I wanted to be the very best like no one ever was. So I popped a lot of drugs. Computers are not the blame. Who's programming them? That was that night with that crazy shit, eh? And I have that ring. I have that diamond ring there, eh? Oh. So now they did hit the fucking live stream shit, eh? Hold on, I'll have to end this. Oh.